Hey guys, Dr. Stephanie here, and today we're going to talk about my 10 favorite exercises for building shoulder strength and reducing shoulder pain. So all you need is we're going to use a set of light weights. I have 3 pounds, but you should use whatever is the right weight for you. You can do no weight, you can do 1, 2, 3 pounds. I wouldn't go above 5 pounds. A lot of these exercises use the smaller muscles in your shoulder, so you don't want them to be too heavy. And then we're also going to use a band, a long TheraBand, and then a loop TheraBand as well. So let me show you. We're going to start off with this long band. And all of these, if you're having shoulder pain, these can help reduce the shoulder pain. And even if you're not, these can help build shoulder strength just to get stronger shoulders, stronger arms, but also to prevent pain and injury as well. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to hold on to this TheraBand and put your elbows right by your sides. And you're just going to rotate your hands away from each other, just like this. This is doing external rotation. It's working on the rotator cuff, these muscles kind of in the back of your shoulder here. And you want your elbows glued to your sides. So you're just moving from the elbow down. And you want to do nice and slow. Don't let that band pull your hands together. So that's where we're going to start. And all of these exercises, it depends on the person, but usually 2 to 3 sets of 10 is a great starting point. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, you're going to hold your arms straight out in front of you. You're going to pull this band across your chest as far as you can, and then back to the middle. So this is horizontal abduction. And this is working all those muscles in the back of the shoulder as well. Most of these exercises kind of focus on that rotator cuff, kind of those upper back muscles, because that's what's going to help your posture. That's what's going to support your shoulder joints. So that's how you do that, really making sure to go slow on the way back together. All right, number 3 is called shoulder alternating diagonals. So you're going to start hands out in front of you, and you're going to pull across in a diagonal, and then come back together slowly, and then pull in the other diagonal. You really want to make sure both hands are kind of moving at the same speed, in the same way. So you don't want to end up like this or like this. So just nice and slow, pull both apart evenly, and then alternate back and forth. Again, this is working those muscles in the back of the shoulder. It's kind of working the whole shoulder. All right, for number 4, we're going to take this band, start down by our legs here, hands by your sides. You're going to pull out and across, and then keep that tension in that band, lift up, and then come down behind your head. And then come back up and back down and together. So you want to keep that tension in there the whole time. So this, we're working on the shoulders, on the rotator cuff. Then we're also working on those lat muscles as we pull that behind our head. So the lats are those big muscles kind of on the back and the side, and those are important muscles as well. So you're just going to pull across, come up behind your head, and then back down, keeping that tension in it the whole time. All right, we're going to switch to this loop resistance band next. And if you don't have a loop, you just have that other band, you can tie it in a loop. That works too. All right, so this is number 5. We're going to place our wrists in this loop, and I'll show you from the back. So you're going to just pull apart as much as you can and then lift behind you, and then come back down. So pull apart, lift behind you, and back down. Pull apart, lift, and back down. And these bands come in different resistances, so start with the lightest resistance and gradually work your way up. Okay, so for number 6, now we're going to grab our weights. Number 6 is one of my favorite exercises. It's called shoulder scaption. So you're going to hold on to these weights, and you want to lift your arms up at a 45-degree angle. So not straight in front of you, not straight out to the side, 45-degree angle, up to about 90 degrees of shoulder flexion, and then back down. Lift up and back down. This is really working the rotator cuff, the supraspinatus muscle, which is one of the main rotator cuff muscles. So this is an important exercise, and it's harder than it looks. Number 1 may feel pretty easy, but by the time you get to 20 or 30, you'll be feeling it in your shoulders. All right, so number 7, we're going to bend over slightly. You want to keep your back straight, but you want to bend over a little bit. And we're going to do a row. So you're just going to row up like this. This exercise is slightly, I don't want to say easier because it's not easier, but this one you're using a little bit different muscles. It's still kind of the upper back shoulder muscles, but generally people can use more weight. So if you want to grab heavier weights for this one, you can go ahead and do that. So you're just going to pull up like this, do a row. And then in this position, I'm going to switch to the front. So stay bent over like this. We're going to do out to the side like this. Just like that. And you want to make sure when you're doing this that your palms aren't facing together. You want your palms facing forward, kind of thumbs up towards the ceiling. Just go up as high as you can and back down. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to come here and we're going to lift up like this. So this is external rotation, but it's a little bit tougher because you're up at 90 degrees here. So you're going to come up here just like that. And you want to make sure that your arm stays level. You don't want your arms dropping at all. You want to keep them up here and just lift like that. Just up and down. And this is a tougher exercise, so if you want to lower the weight, you can definitely do that or start with no weight. And then we're going to finish with one more. We're going to start arms by our sides, elbows bent to 90 degrees, and we're just going to rotate out to the side here and then back down. Rotate up and back down. Up and back down. So for all 10 of those, you can do 2 to 3 sets of 10, and that will help build that shoulder strength, kind of get you in a better posture, reduce any shoulder pain you have, and prevent future injuries.